Om Sai Ram. A contented mind is the surest mark of being in saintly company. How can a restless mind that flits from one object to another be deemed to be one with the Supreme? Hence, O listeners, give all attention as you listen to this narration with loving devotion. May your mind turn to devotion while listening to this life story of Sai. As the story progresses further, it will bring contentment. Restive mind will become restful, all agitation will be quietened, and peace and happiness will reign. But now, let us continue with the story narrated previously about the renovation of the mosque and about the birth of Sri Ram. There was a devotee called Gopal Gund who had great devotion for Baba and who spent his time in the ceaseless chanting of Baba's name. He had no issue, but later on, with Sai's blessing, a son was born to him. This made him very happy. Gopal Gund felt that a fair, yatra or celebration should be held every year at the Shirdi village, which will bring joy to everyone. Tatya Kote, Dada Kote, Madhavrao, and other prominent people in the village liked the idea and began making preparations for it. The celebrations of such annual festivals was a subject to a regulation according to which the permission of the district collector was necessary. But when attempts were made to obtain it, the Kulkarni, the revenue officer of the village, maliciously opposed it, thus creating obstacles in the way. As a result of the objections raised by the Kulkarni, the district collector passed an order that the fair should not be held at Shirdi. But it was Baba's wish too that this fair should be held in Shirdi, and he had given his consent with his blessings for it. The villagers pursued the matter with determination and tried their utmost, with the result that the order was reversed by the authorities in deference to the wishes of all. From then onwards, with Baba's consent, it was decided to hold the fair on Ramanavami Day. Satya Court supervised all the arrangements. Multitudes now gather every year for this fair. On the day of Ramanavami, puja and bhajan singing took place amidst drum beats and sweet music made by the musical instruments. Pilgrims from all directions flocked to Shirdi for the festivities. Every year, two new flags used to be taken out in a procession ceremoniously to be tied to the spire of the mosque and later to be fixed there. Of these, one was Timonkar's, the other Damodar's. Both these, taken in a grand procession, would be fluttering high up at the tip of the spire. Now listen to the interesting account of how the idea of celebrating Ramnavami originated from the celebration of Urus, which is the honor that Shirdi gives to the deity. In the year 1911, Ramanavami was first celebrated. The idea had originated from the Urus. It continues to be celebrated uninterrupted to this day. The idea was first conceived by the well-known Kirtankar Krishna Jageshwar Bhishma, who felt that the birth of Sri Rama should be celebrated, for it would be beneficial to all. Till then, only the Urus of the fair were being held on a large scale every year. But out of it, there arose the idea of the wonderful celebration of the birth of Rama that year. Once, as Bhishma sat in the Vada at his leisure, Kaka Mahajani was getting ready to go to the mosque with all the articles of puja. With the purpose of Sai's darshan in mind and also to enjoy the festivities of the Urus, Kaka would always be present in Shirdi a day earlier for celebrations. Finding the time to be opportune, Bhishma then asked Kaka, "To my mind has come a really good idea, but will you help me in carrying it out?" Urus is held here every year. It is also the day of the birth of Ram, therefore affords us an opportunity to celebrate the occasion without any extra effort. Kaka liked the idea and said, "Take Baba's permission. All depends on his word." Thereafter, of course, there will be no delay in the matter. But there still remains the question of arranging for the kirtan, for that would be necessary for such a celebration. Where could one find a Haridas to perform the kirtan in a village? The difficulty remained. Vishwa then said, "I'll be the kirtankar and you accompany me on the harmonium. Radhakrishna Bai will prepare the Sundavada as preserves for the occasion. Come then, let's go to Baba." Any delay in the auspicious piece of work always creates problems. A good work accomplished speedily ensures success right away. Come, let us go and ask his permission for performing the kirtan. So saying, they both then went to the mosque. As Kaka began performing for the puja, it was Baba who first asked the question. So, what was going on in the Vada? But it did not occur to Kaka to ask a relevant question. At once, Baba put the same question differently to Bhishma. So, Bua, what do you say? He asked Bhishma. It was then that Kaka suddenly remembered, told him what they wished to do. Baba approved of their idea and the celebration was decided upon. Next day in the morning, as soon as they saw Baba going to the Lendi, they tied up a cradle in the Sabha Mandap amidst the ceremonial preparations for the performance of the Kirtan. At the appropriate time, an audience gathered together for the Kirtan. Baba returned from the Lendi. Bhishma got up to begin. Kaka took his seat in front of the harmonium. Suddenly, Kaka was sent for by Baba. Baba has called you, the message came. Kaka was terrified at hearing these words. Why should his mind have any misgivings? He could not understand, but hoped that nothing would mar the spirit of the Kirtan. On hearing Baba's message, Kaka trembled in his shoes with fright. Why should Baba be so agitated in his mind? Will the Kirtan proceed without a hurdle or not? He worried. In his nervous anxiety, he faltered at every step as he climbed the steps of the mosque with slow, heavy footsteps. Baba then asked him why the cradle was tied there, and it was briefly explained to him about the Kirtan and the plans for the celebration. Baba was delighted. Then, from a niche in the wall nearby, he took out a beautiful garland and put it around Kaka's neck, giving him another one for Bhishma. Baba's question about the cradle had caused great anxiety. But on seeing Kaka thus honored with the garland, everyone was relieved. Bhishma was really a versatile man, well versed in religious lore. His Kirtan was full of spirit and beauty and enthralled the audience. Baba's face had a pleased expression too. He had given his consent, so we now got the celebrations performed by the devotees along with Bhajan and Kirtan. In the hour of Ramaswar, particles of gulal, red powder, got into Baba's eyes as it was being freely showered in the ceremony. And then it was as if Baba had become Narsimha incarnate and not the infant Rama in the palace of Kausalya. Gula was just a pretext. His furious expression was really a manifestation of fervor at the birth of Sri Ram, who would destroy the demonic forces of the ego and other evil propensities of man. All of a sudden, his anger flared up. He appeared to be Narsimha himself in his rage. Volley of curses and abuses ensued, coming in torrent. Alexandra Bai was greatly agitated, fearing in her mind that the cradle would fall to pieces. So how to keep it whole was a problem that confronted her. She kept on urging and pressing that the cradle be taken down quickly, so Kaka moved, however, to untie it. This irritated Baba greatly. He became quite fierce and snappish, rushed forward aggressively as if to attack Kaka. The untying of the cradle was stayed. Slowly Baba also calmed down. Later that afternoon, permission was sought to take it down, and Baba said in great surprise, how can you take the cradle down just yet? There's still need for it.